You know what's tough?
What?
All right, so I'm making this film, right? It's a little dramatic thing. It's only going to be about a minute long, but it's there's a lot of people that I know who have had issues dealing with suicide, right? Suicidal thoughts and stuff. And I'm just making a little film basically on the fact that each day, it's kind of like alcoholism. Each day is just a new day, and you take that day as it is, right? That's basically what this film is. It's called Not Today. It's very short. But what's so tough about releasing stuff and why I just haven't released anything on my YouTube in a long time is because I'm worried people will just think it's stupid, you know, as opposed to...
But I mean, then you wouldn't be able to make anything ever.
Exactly.
So I mean, you kind of just have to suck it up. And
Exactly. Yep. Forgot how impossible the screen is to see during the day. About to do the pool part. I am curious. I'm not sure how cold the pool is. I don't even know how to check. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty crazy. The pool is 3,300 degrees, and I'm about to jump in. Pool scene done. Interesting side note. I was really expecting the pool to be freezing. It was really nice. So that's a plus. But I would have done it if it was 50 degrees. I don't fuck. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Wait, what did I do? Where did they go? Sometimes you need a big ass water and a monster to get yourself through the day. We're broken people. We're broken people. Yeah. We're broken. Alright, so I am a professional, so don't worry. Professional and not paying attention. Okay, so headed to what's technically my second location today. You could also, however, call it, I'm driving from my house to somewhere 10 minutes away and hoping to get a shot. And that's where the potential pretentiousness of filmmaking comes in, because on one hand, you are attempting to make something and do your best at it, and you don't want to seem unconfident, because confidence is particularly key when you're trying to convince yourself, right? When you're trying to convince yourself that what you're doing is worth it and has purpose, when that voice in the back of your head is telling you that it's not and it doesn't. That's why I haven't posted on YouTube in such a long time, because I feel like everything I do, no matter what it is, it's not good enough, and nobody's gonna fucking watch it anyways, you know? And that might be true, but sometimes you gotta do stuff anyways, because you'll never do anything otherwise. Sometimes you gotta make stuff for yourself, and sometimes you have to make things just because it's in you, and you gotta get it out. Check, I'm fucking using my blinker. That's how good I am at this. Anyways. We'll talk more on the way to the second location. It's cloudy. I hope it doesn't rain, but if it rains, I don't care. I'll make it work. Okay, bye! Often I die. So I'm gonna come up and bite him. That worries me so much. Gator. I see. This is the part where I got a little stuck earlier. I just don't trust this. Now, I got my camera and... Okay. So what is the human part of me that says to do this? Even though I'm so uncomfortable and I have my camera, I just did that anyways. Like, what is up with humanity, man? I wanted to address something real quick. On this day off in this film, I'm not working, right? And I've seen this in things before. You know, you watch a movie and someone has this real bad depression, and then they're like, well, I'm gonna travel the world. And people don't get to do that, right? And although this isn't, most people don't, and although this isn't traveling the world, this is still, it's like, well, yeah, I wouldn't be depressed if I had every day off. But how did you feel during the COVID stuff? I asked that for myself. I thought that would, make everything better, but it did not. And it brought out a lot of, for lack of a better word, demons that made things difficult, having every day off during that. So days off don't mean, or days where you have, all your time to yourself, don't mean freedom from your own mind. It's still there. And you still got to fight it. And it's an active fight. It's an active struggle, And so anyways, that's just a little addressing that, yeah, that's all. I'm going to be honest. I want to see some gators in the wild so bad. I know that's probably not something that a lot of people are like, I want to see gators while I'm chilling. But, I do. Gotcha, I'm filming this. It's my hand on the camera, and I knew it was filming the whole time. The whole time. It's not a candid shot. It's bullshit. All lies! Good heavens. Also, I want to say this for anybody real fast. I'm not in a new cool location, which would be great. When you switch locations between what you're saying, it makes it more enjoyable. However, there's a bunch of birds flying in. However, why there are pigeons by... whatever. Okay, they might be just dark seagulls. Are they doves? I promise that was not on. They're drinking out of a... Shit. If you are trying to make something, but it's stressful, right? Like making films is stressful, making art is stressful, making music is stressful. That's candid. Make it easier on yourself, okay? Today, right, I have a really difficult time making long-form media, and I'm working on a 30-minute short film I hope to send to festival. However, today, I wanted something on my YouTube channel that I'm proud of, because there's nothing on my channel I'm just so proud of right now. That's no diss to anybody who's done things with me before. It's just a diss to me. But I want to fix that. But if you want to make something, take steps to make it easier for yourself. If you're like, man, I want to make a film, but I can't make a 20-minute film, then don't make a minute film, okay? Like today, I didn't want to hassle with multiple lenses. Guess what I'm doing? I'm shooting this with one lens to make it easier on myself, so I'm more likely to do it, right? Take steps to make it easier for yourself, to make it easier to do things. And the more you do those things, the easier it will become and the less stressful it will be, because it's normal. It's a habit as opposed to something that's not. So anyways, I'm not in a cool location or anything. It might even be too dark. You might not be able to see me that well, but that's an important point that I want to make. Make your things and take steps to make it easier for you to make those things. There go the birds. Hit the birds. Here we go. This is realism right here. This is realism and independent filmmaking in action. I spent my money on this camera, so I only have one working windshield wiper because I didn't spend the money on my car. And now when it rains, I gotta sit like this. So that's independent filmmaking in action. Sacrifice, people. Sacrifice. Level of concern. You walk by like you never heard. You could bring down my level of concern. Just need you to tell me we're alright. Tell me we're okay. Tell me we're alright. Smells like rain, bro. Alrighty. Back to the house to get, it's not the last shots, but I just need a couple more shots at the house. Or right around the house, so that's what we're doing. Again, goodbye. More independent filmmaking in action. I need an outside shot, and it's raining. And I've pretty much given myself a deadline to keep me on track and keep me focused of one day to film this. One day, plus last night, But I'm gonna make it happen anyways. And I'll tell you how I did it after I figured it out.
Not only do we have like a bunch of bad weather, we have a tornado watch. All right, so that's where I am, and we got that right over us right now. But it looks like we're gonna get a break in a second, so I should still be able to do this.
And it's letting up, so wish me luck. However, your luck's not gonna help because you're gonna see this too late. So any luck wishes are just in the wind. Modern problems require modern solutions. Got rained on anyways. Put it under the porch so that it wouldn't get rained on. Gonna take a brief moment for a lifelike anecdote, right? I needed it to not be raining in order for me to go film the scene with me running in the rain the way I wanted to do it. Guess what? It was raining, okay? So, just like in life, you gotta fight past the things that keep you from doing it. Like, you gotta go run to keep your mental health up, right? And it's raining. Go run! We're waterproof! Like, we're humans. That's not the whole thing. The whole thing of being a human is not being waterproof. We're not, you know what I mean? We're water resistant. You get what I'm saying. Do it anyways. If it's what you need, figure out a way to do it. Hop the fence anyways. It's not a sign of God if you can't, do something, or it's not easy. I used to think when I was filming, if it didn't go just right, then it was God telling me that, no, I shouldn't do this. No, life is just shitty and difficult. So figure it out and do it anyways. Fucking deal? Okay. Good talk, son. Thanks for hanging out with your old man. I was particularly worried about this shot, because, a million reasons. But number one, I dropped a pallet on my foot the other week and like my toe. And so I was worried about running with it, but it hurts. Yeah, it's not that bad though, it's okay. Now, to get out of here before somebody calls the police, let's go. Don't forget your camera on the roof. Do not forget your camera on the roof. Don't forget your camera on the roof. Don't forget your camera is on the roof of your car. Camera's on the roof of your car. Don't forget the camera on the roof of your car. Cameras on 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 your car. Good job. Remember. Whoa! It started raining like right away. I just finished filming, and look at this shit. Look at this shit. And I told my brother I would call him at 6:30. And it is currently 6:14, the first time I've probably ever in my entire life been on track while filming. So we're going to have dinner, and then afterwards I'm going to shoot some of the other necessary scenes. So this hurts my hand holding it like this. This is better. This is better. Side note, it is super easy to forget things whenever you're working boom, boom, against the clock, against the rain, all that kind of stuff. So keep a shot list. Even if it's not a storyboard, keep a shot list. Be like, oh, running through neighborhoods, something like that, to keep yourself on track, because it's very, very easy to get off track when you were like, shoot, there's going to be a tornado or something. You know what I mean? So just a little pro tip on keeping on track and getting the shots you need before your day's out. Some behind the scenes stuff. So, it's some crazy rain, and I was gonna go do some filming, but what I had planned won't quite work, so we're gonna make do. Literally, like more than a foot of water over there I just had to walk through. Hey, I don't mean to spring this on you, but, is it cool if I come over? Because I'm kind of already here. Alright, so, I think it's good to make a point about this. Is that, look at this, right? You could take this, and you could think, oh, this means that I'm not supposed to film, whether that's the universe or God or something telling you not to film, okay? I thought that for a lot of my life, and you know what happens when you do that? nothing. That's the whole thing. Nothing happens. So you cannot take these kinds of setbacks and say, oh, this means I'm not supposed to. No. Don't listen to that, because that version of thinking... Now, is there a point where you should probably not? I don't know, I guess. But just because it's pouring and thundering and lightning doesn't mean it's a sign from God for you not to film. Or anything like that. Doesn't mean you shouldn't film. Just do it. Do it anyways. I mean, look at this. Do it anyways. Okay?
Just so I can look back at it. It's not connected.
This is the first time I've used the extension.
The long controller.
Yeah, that's the long. See, the long controller. Yeah, you are. If you bring me a controller that doesn't work, I will cut it in half, and I will get plastic, and I will JB weld it so that we can have a long controller and put it in a video. Extension?
What is going on?
Huh.
You click it.
Gandalf is one. It doesn't make any sense.
Wait, no.
There's a difficulty level.
Huh, look at that.
But what's so tough about releasing stuff and why I just haven't released anything on my YouTube in a long time is because I'm worried people will just think it's stupid. You know? As opposed to...
But I mean, then you wouldn't be able to make anything ever.
Exactly.
So I mean, you kind of just have to suck it up and release it.
Exactly. Yep. That's what the documentary has been about that I'm making. But it's tough.
Nice.
I wish we could order pizza, man.
Or pizza.
No, we can't order pizza. Are you kidding? Like, that'd be
Put it in the drop-off. Driveway's flooded. We will meet you in the street.
meet you in the street. My face is so red right now.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know
Why
why.
that happened?
I don't know what's happening.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Look at it. Oh, it's burning, dude. Oh, this is the one where we get to kick all the shit. I don't know if we really could order pizza. Oh, gosh. Pizza time.
We'll meet you in the street.
But how will they know? How will we know when they're here?
Tell them to honk.
I feel like...
Why can't they get up there?
Instead of getting our pizza, we just get shot. Like, literally, it'd just be like a drive-by shooting instead. He'd be like sick of his job. I was gonna say that's a good movie. I'm like, no, that's a bad movie unless that's the villain. You can't. That's an irredeemable thing, going and shooting up innocent people. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it.
How do you kick it?
X.
Oh, nice.
Did we lose or did we win? I think we just lost.
I think we lost.
Yeah, too many orcs. Alright.
I'm good with playing that again, though.
Oh, yeah.
If we can turn that light off.
Yeah. Should be good now. Alright. And that ends day one of filming. And I'm at my brother's because everything flooded. And so we decided to play Lord of the Rings on GameCube. It was a lot of fun. And so we didn't get everything done that I wanted to. I didn't get to film, complete it all in one day. But I had a good night. And we'll try to finish it up at work tomorrow. Which makes it harder. But if nothing else, hopefully Thursday. Still keep it on that same schedule. So, but overall, went pretty well. Hopefully, we'll make something worth something. So, peace. I'm dead. It's kind of like this. Water's actually gone down a lot since last night. I was thinking about it. It sounded kind of dramatic when I was like, everything flooded, so I stayed at my brother's. But that's actually kind of true, because the roads were so flooded. I don't know that I could have gotten home without getting stranded and having to walk with all my gear in the rain, which it'd be possible, but dumb. So, anyways, I have to work today. I work like 2 to 11. And I thought about postponing the shoot, but I kind of want to keep the same momentum if possible. So I still think I'm going to try to finish it after I get off tonight. So I'll charge my batteries when I get home, go to work, do my thing, and see if we can't get it done, because I really don't want to prolong this at all if we can help it. I was going to take just a second to say that I am so... Alright, so check this out. When you make films, very often it starts with a spark of inspiration, right? Just inspiration, you're like, oh, good idea. And then you got like this adrenaline behind it and all this stuff, and it's wonderful. But that adrenaline, as everybody knows, wears off. And then that's the difference between filmmakers and non-filmmakers. Or rather, that's what sets you apart from being a thinker and being a doer, is working after that inspiration wears off. And being the second day, I didn't get everything done in one day. It's raining all night long. We didn't shoot last night. We hung out instead, which was good. It's just that inspiration, that adrenaline and drive is not there today, right? And then all these doubts creep in, like doubts about, oh, this is not going to be any good. No one's going to want to watch this. Nobody's going to relate. I'm just going to seem like some stupid kid. The doubts that creep in. And the difficult thing is, especially when you're doing it like I do it, you have that option. You have that option because I've set myself up for that option. I could not finish it if I wanted to, and you would never know. No one would know. But then I would never do anything, And so once your inspiration is gone, keep working anyways, okay? It's tough, but that's the only way you're gonna get stuff accomplished. All right, peace out, because I gotta drive in the rain.
Only when you hear this song, I'm just so sick of being human. I'm just so sick of being.
And this bit is on knowing your limits. So, what the hell? What's happening? Good grief. So, well, it's still cold. Damn it. Filmed all day yesterday, right? Worked all day today. Haven't slept nearly as much as possible this week. Or as much as necessary. Here's the thing. A lot of people say to live every day like it's your last day. A lot of motivational people. And although I understand the motivation, that's an incredibly dangerous way to think. Because if you always live like it's your last day, guess what? You never sleep. You don't eat properly. You don't take care of yourself. And I struggle with this part. Because there was a long period of time where I did live like every day was my last day. But you do that, things start to go downhill. And every aspect of your life starts to balance. One that I haven't figured out yet. But I'll tell you right now, if I try to finish this film tonight, at least the way I'm feeling right now, Han Solo, you're a dead man. So, on limits, I'm gonna eat my food tonight, watch a movie, take some ZzzQuil, and go to bed. Film's not over. I'm not done. I'll just have to postpone it a little bit. That's all. So anyways, I guess push and know your limits. I don't know, man. A little bit of both, I guess. Yin yang stuff. Think I'm trying to represent something about the duality of man, sir. Full Metal Jacket. Alright. I'm gonna keep eating my stuff. And on authenticity, so that nobody would think it was a piece of crap and ate Japanese food with a fork, I went and found chopsticks so you could see me. It's all fake. Alright, moving along. Alright, so, 2 days after we started shooting, it is late. Well, it's not that late, it's like 10 something. I'm pretty tired and momentum has just
pretty much completely for the film, so that's when we need to get out. Make sure we do it anyway. So I was able to go ahead and take like a 30-minute nap, which I usually can't, at some time around 10. And because I gave myself such a short deadline, so this actually gets done and not put on the back burner like everything else, I'm going to go ahead and try to film it, finish up the shots tonight, and at least get started on the edit. So see what happens. Pro tip, most of what you find out about your film regarding pacing, you're going to figure out in the edit. So this is planned to be quick cuts, right? However, quick cuts can be anything from a second to, 12 frames to a few seconds. You really don't know how it needs to fit the mood, and there are highs and lows, and there are lulls, and there are fast points, even in a film that's going to be a minute long. So what do? It's not shooting coverage, because coverage is for movie makers, not filmmakers. But shoot a fair segment of what you're planning on so that you have a little bit of give, maybe a second or so on either side, because we're planning on it being faster, so we don't want a long shot, but give yourself a couple seconds play in the edit so that you're not stuck to one thing that may not work in pacing later. All I was going to have is me walking back from my car, but I was like, you know what, I'm not exactly sure how this part needs to be paced, so I went ahead and did me pulling back from the car, opening and shutting the door, and walking out of frame. So just a little pro tip there: shoot yourself a little more than you think you might need. I almost guarantee you it'll come in just wonderful handy while you're editing at some point. You have to be really careful with mirror shots in film, because they're incredibly cliche, is the one thing that's in like every amateur film. So you have to be really careful with mirror shots. It just becomes a near complete joke. Okay. And so this will keep me from that. Oh, now I can't see myself. Oh, well. This will keep me from that, because then I won't be actually looking into a mirror.
Right.
Be like a view. Oh. I don't need to shave today. How do I look? How do I look? Nice? What do I want to say? Oh, I remember. It's a pretty important point. So this film, I think at the end, might be a minute long, right? Maybe a minute and a half. Either way, it's very small, okay? But what it really is a multiple day excursion, adding to your standard everyday exhaustion because of something you're passionate about. And that can really easily just feel like another burden. And it looks like, a 10-shot film will probably take you an afternoon. But for most people, it takes a whole lot longer than that, because, in general, and we have other lives we have to live. And so it's work. It's a lot of work, but you see, that's what separates the people who say they're filmmakers and the people who are filmmakers. That's the difference, is putting that work in anyways, because it's important. Because why? Because for one reason or another, you have to make it. You have to create. Every filmmaker not has their own reason. Mine, I feel like, I don't know what I believe about destiny, but if I have one, it's making films. And I'm never complete without it. Is it difficult? Yes. As I would put it, the only thing more difficult is not making films. I think somebody else said that. It could have been Miyazaki. I can't remember. But what looks like a very short and easy film to make is really difficult in the actual making it. Very time consuming. It's a lot of work. And that keeps a lot of people from doing it once they realize the work, right? And there's going to be two types of people at the end. The type who decide it's too much work they don't want to do it, and the type who decides that they're going to do it anyways. And it's up to nobody but yourself which side you're going to be on. It's just up to you. And I'm not going to pretend that equipment is involved, because you need a certain amount of equipment in order to be taken seriously. You have a shot picked out, right? You decide you want to do a full body shot of somebody walking out of the front of a house, okay? And you want a handheld look, okay? So you shoot the handheld look, full body shot with a solid camera, and it's art. You shoot it with a shitty camera, and it's poor filmmaking. You don't know what you're doing. We're not going to beat around the bush there. That there is a certain amount of equipment to do certain films necessary to be taken seriously. But if it's really what you care about, then work towards that. You know, don't give it up. Because before you know it, you know, you've been working at the same convenience store for 20 years. And that's what filmmaking is. So that's all I have to say right now, I think. So there's this shot I've been thinking about getting, but I've been worried about getting it because I have to be in quite an emotional state to do it. And for anybody who's curious, I've struggled with depression in the past, forms of severe depression in the past, but I've never been truly suicidal. But I have known so many people very, very close to me who have, which is why I wanted to make this film, to try to show people that they're not alone, something to watch, something to share. To put it this way, I struggle a lot up here. There's too much going on, okay? And Tyler Joseph, 21 Pilots, has helped me immensely through his lyrics, having words for what I don't, having music for how, when you don't have a medium to put your own pain into, it ruminates. And that's what's so beautiful about film, about music, especially when it's something deep or dramatic or painful, is that it gives that pain that you have inside, that depression, that issue, a catalyst. It almost gets it out in a way. I want to do this for people who need that. Whether or not it gets viewed, I guess that's not really up to me. Anyways, I'm a little worried about this shot. I think I'm going to try to get the shot anyways, and then if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Or if I can't get in the right mood, it doesn't. Or it's going to be a great shot and you'll see. So, anyways, another part, this film isn't a self-statement or like the mood that I'm in. A lot of people wonder that because I'll act in my own films, and it's just, no, because I have such a weird schedule and I don't know many actors, you know what I mean, that I'll do it because I can act relatively, even though I got a shitty face. So it's not a self-statement. I'm just acting in my own film, that's all. But I'm worried about this. We'll give it a go. But maybe that's part of the nuance of it, is that I don't know, when I've struggled with depression, I couldn't cry. And that's what made it so bad. Although crying is very cinematic, it's a wonderful relief. And when you're severely depressed, you can't cry. No matter how bad you need that relief. So maybe me not being able to cry at the moment is more accurate to the film, you know? I guess we'll see. Just so nobody's confused, that was on purpose. That wasn't me being weird.
you were harmless, without arms. And in the war that you were born in, a pawn in the game of chess you're barely part of. In search of weapons, stomach shack or breathing heavy, your life is forfeit. Until you find a beast that breaks your bonds and invites you to the party. Painful to know, painful to grow, painful to understand you're small as fuck. Hidden minor keys on piano. You to understand that there's power within you. With a bit of luck you realize as above, so below, as above.
Alright, so check this out. It is so easy when looking at a project for an extended period of time to develop an extreme love-hate relationship for it, because you spend so much time in it. If you spend too much time in anything, you'll start to dislike it as opposed to like it. I haven't tested that out with everything in the universe, obviously, but it does happen a lot. It's so odd. It's so yin-yang. You hate the thing that you wanted to create, that you love, so you can put it out there. Anyways, regardless, the whole point is I like it, and I'm tempted to just go ahead and put it on YouTube, which is something I don't do because I've been so afraid to put things on YouTube because I worry, you know, will people like them? Will people hate them? Will people think I'm stupid? Will people think I'm a joke? That's what creating is, but the alternative is waiting till I have something perfect. In which case, that will either 1, never happen, which is very likely, or 2, be so far down the road that it'll be too late to start growing any sort of audience. I don't know. It's just, you gotta put stuff out there. It's pretty damn good. It's not wonderful. There are a lot of issues that I see, particularly with just little nitpicky things, whether it be with color or one edit, like a segment needs to be a frame longer, or audio not being perfectly matched up. But I test under bad circumstances, like I'm testing with my phone on low brightness and not that high of a volume level, to, you know, make sure that even under bad circumstances you can watch the film. So, and then under scrutiny as well. But anyways, yeah. Here I go doing some of those changes anyways because I'm super obsessive. Alright, so what I've decided is that I'm not 100% pleased. However, I don't need to take a bunch of time, so I'm going to give myself an incredibly tight deadline. It's currently 2:39 a.m., so I am going to have to push upload on YouTube by 3 a.m., okay? I have other projects to do. I can't keep spending forever on projects. I have to fucking move forward, so we got 20 minutes to finish up the color how I want to. That's it. Done is done, and it's going to be on YouTube permanently. Fuck you. Fuck me. Let's do this. I haven't been recording that whole time. God damn it. So anyways, it is 2:57. We're exporting right now. We're at 55%. So we're on track to push the upload button on YouTube by 3 a.m. So wishing me luck. Do it, please. Even though this is... Do it anyways. Wish me luck back in time. Let's break the laws of physics. Look at that. 2:59 a.m. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Good job. Thank you for the luck. Thank you. Ladies and gents, that was one. I think that's going to turn out really nice. It's done. It's going on YouTube. Alright, peace. Bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 3:29 in the morning. I feel like shit. Film is done. It is uploaded. And now I have to get something to eat and watch a little something to try to let my mind calm down. And then go to work tomorrow. That'll be fun times. Independent filmmaking. Fuck yeah. Peace out. I'll be talking to you more. But I'm excited to get to work on the documentary too, because the film ended up being good enough that it's worth putting a little documentary on about, which I think the documentary can be just as powerful as the film in a different way, so I'm stoked. Anyways, jogging. Morning after. Wake up. 18 views, right? It's nothing. That's what you gotta get used to. But you do it anyways. Eventually. Eventually it'll happen.
Alright, because this documentary is more about authenticity, here I am again. Man, where the fuck is my phone? I don't know where it is. The point I was gonna make, though, is that it's 4:27 in the morning and I'm still editing. My first thought to say is because I'm obsessed. It's how I get with films, but it's not that. It's that my mind gets stuck, right? And this is my favorite thing. And so when I start doing them, I don't want to do anything else. Nothing else is fun. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to watch movies. I don't want to play video games. It's rough. I don't fully understand it. No idea how this is going to fit into the documentary. This is while I'm editing the documentary. But I really like it. It's really cool. I don't get it. I can't sleep too much. But I just want to keep editing. I don't know how this is going to fit into the documentary or if it will. But I just wanted to talk for a second. Because regardless of the way things seem on the outside, there's a lot of times more sides to them. This is what I love to do. And it's also very tough for me to do and function normally. But the only thing more difficult than not doing this... No. But the only thing more difficult than doing this is not doing this. That's death to me. I don't know how to sum this up so that it works for the documentary, other than I struggle too. I try to make things anyways. Okay. Check these out. Look at these. I got these from Malco Cinemas. When I figured out that my hometown movie theater was closing. I got them that day, so I couldn't leave without something from my favorite theater. So, it has been, it technically says it's been 2 days, but I really think it's been 3 days. I guess I've slept 3 times. Okay, so, not today. I released it, it says 2 days ago, right? It has 33 views. Guess what? First off, thank you to everybody who's watched it, because I'm not going to pretend that you don't matter just because you're part of a small number instead of a big number. I appreciate it because you're the ones who are going to watch me now and will still be watching me later, and I really appreciate that. Alright, so I've been thinking about what to call this documentary, okay? I know kind of what it's about. It's been about the making of a film. I was kind of just doing a documentary on the making of a film, but it kind of turned into the existential crisis of independent filmmaking, of making a film and killing yourself to do it and putting it on YouTube to get 33 views, okay? And this isn't a woe is me, oh, I'm a little... Okay, so that's not what this is about, because I don't follow the YouTube algorithm well enough to complain about that. Okay, I don't upload content enough, or consistently, or in the same category. I'm not following the YouTube algorithm, okay, so it's not me complaining about that. The whole point of this is the fact that regardless, I have been on YouTube for 10 years, okay? I found my parents' Sony camcorder in 2006. That is when I started filming. So I've been doing this since 2006. It's 2021, and I have like 47 subscribers on YouTube, okay? Nobody has seen my things, but you know what? Someday, they will. And me saying someday is what this documentary is about. It's why I make films. Because, okay, I make them for myself, yes. But the ultimate goal is to be able to make them as your job. It's not about the money. It's the fact that unless you do something as your job, you're going to be stuck in a different job. Unless you come into money. The point is, when I put this documentary up, I'm going to have like 47 YouTube subscribers, okay? But we're going to look 10, 15 years from now and know that I put this up anyways when I only had 47 subscribers, okay? Then it won't be that way anymore because I'm going to keep doing it. And that's what you need to do, okay? Keep doing it. Put that fucking video up anyways. Even if you're only going to get 3 views. Do it. Do it for yourself and keep doing it. Everyone dreams of someday waking up and their video having all these views. But you know what? The majority of us, for years and years and years, wake up after putting our video on YouTube and we have like 3 views. But that's okay. And we keep doing it, and we keep doing it, and maybe someday, with a whole lot of work and some serious luck,
we're going to wake up to just more than 3 views. Now, why you do that determines whether or not it's going to make you happy. If you're doing it for the views, we've lost already. But if you're doing it for the influence, that's a different story. Or whatever your reason is. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong or you're right because it's yours. But that's what this documentary is about. It's about someday. It's about making this stupid documentary when I have 47 subscribers on YouTube. Nobody knows my name when it comes to filming. And I'm doing it anyways. And that's what you need to do. And then we'll be a part of this whole big thing together. Alright. I wish I had something cooler to say at the end. What can I say? May the force be with you. I always say that. See you at the movies, I guess. I'm so close to not releasing this. Because you have to be so vulnerable. And it is such a huge worry. And I've already finished it. So. But I gotta learn from what I said. Just a side note.